Welcome back to RuralVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith. I'd like to show you a property I've got in Navajo County, Arizona. This is northern Arizona. This one's 20 acres. I'm asking $3,999 for 20 acres. So let's dive in. Let's take a look at this property. There's originally it was a 40 acre, and so this is the east half of that. So it's the east half of this property. Let's go back to that. It's the east half, and yeah, I've got maps and diagrams and stuff on the website you can look at to learn more about that. There's GPS coordinates on here. It looks like it's about $60 a year for the taxes. And let's pull up the GPS coordinates and see where we're at. Let's zoom out and zoom in and show you where we're at in the world. So it might be too far out, but let's see if I can find a map. There, it's loading. So here's Arizona. This one is just north of the 40, not too far north of the 40. Phoenix is over here, so you take the 17 up and get over. Or you could go through the forest too. Holbrook is just to the south. Joseph City's over here. Winslow's over here, so it's just north of Holbrook. Let's turn it to satellite. Looks like there's a stream bed here, so you might want to access it from the other side, from the west side of that stream. There's roads coming in here. There's trails going over here. There's some coming up this way. This is open range land, right? So people cross this country to chase the cattle, and looks like there's different trails in the area. I don't know if these are cow trails or car trails or what, but there's trails going all over here, so I'm sure someone's crossed it. So that's where we're at. If we click on the highway down here, we can probably see the like a street view off of there. So here's the countryside looking north. It's got, tufts of dirt here and there. It's just cattle country. I mean, cattle roam across there. Wide open range. You could get on your horse and go riding all day in any direction and back again. Here's the freeway, and it's north of the freeway, so it's out beyond, 2-track, and it up over this hill and beyond. And you're talking about the next exit with a Shell station and a Popeyes. So this is a 40. If we cut this down the middle, it shows the this half, the east half, is what's up for sale. There's a different map of the same thing. So the stream's over here. So it's this half. Looks like there might be a wash going through here. You could use that as your rainwater catchment. Dam it or berm it, collect water at the top of the property. So what would you do with 20 acres up here? Well, that's always the question, right? If you want the full 20 acres, great. Just take the full 20 acres. I was just pulling up the market, showing the cheapest stuff on here is my property, $3,499. That's a different one I've got up for sale. This one is $3,999. Looks like someone else is at $3,999. Then the prices skip up to like $8,000 with the realtors and stuff. But the land dealers are down here at, basically $4,000 for 20 acres. And so what would you do with this 20 acres? Well, if we go back to my site here, you look at the diagram, it might give you a good idea. So here I made 28, took 40 acres and split it. Let's see. Took 40 acres and split it in half. So this half is 20 acres and then a couple different fives. Let's say you did that again. You could take your 20 acres, you could split it in half. You could keep the north half or the south half, for example. Let's say you kept the north half. It'd be 10 acres. You could take the south half and you could cut it in half and you could sell off 2 5-acre lots, or you could cut it 4 ways and you could sell off 4 2.5-acre lots. And how much could you sell those for? I mean, so $4,000 for this thing. If you sold each one of those 2.5-acre lots for $1,000 each, you could keep 10 acres for yourself for free. And that's how a lot of splits have happened in America. You get creative. You go buy a big piece of land, you sell off small pieces of land. And so what went from one person using it to 5 people using it, you created value for those people that could get in there and use those properties. And so you can effectively keep that property for free. If you did that, I don't think it'd be that hard to do. I could probably help you through the paperwork if you wanted to go for it. And that's one way to get a free piece of property. Doing that makes that the cheapest property in the world, I guess you could say. Because you get it for free. Yeah, you have to put the money up ahead of time, but you could get it for free. So that's one way to do it. Here's a property you could do it on. I've got lots of others on the website you could do it with, and I could help you through it. So that's one use. And then once you got the property, what do you do with it? I mean, you could build a house out there. You could build you could take a RV. Well, I don't know if you can't live there full time in RV. You can stay in the summers or winters or spring, fall, or whatever season you like the best. I don't think you can stay full time in RV. You could put a mobile home out there. I'm pretty sure you can do mobile homes, and you can live off the grid. You can get away from it all. You go set up your own place and make it happen. You can still get stuff delivered to town. You can get supplies in town. You can get your internet set up. You can work from there. If you're doing telecommuting stuff, you could work anywhere in the world with that kind of setup, and you could make it happen. And lots of people are doing that. They're moving out of the cities, they're moving to the country, and they're working on their stuff from wherever they live. They don't have to live in the city cramped up in a little neighborhood, so they can commute to an office where they go get cramped up in a cubicle to pay their debts, pay their bills, to keep all that stuff that allows them to live there so they can work there. And so you can break that cycle. You can get out of that cycle and you can move to the countryside and you can get some fresh air. You can get a whole bunch of peace and quiet, and you can build your own place and you can work from there. And you can not pay or skip a lot of those bills that it takes to live in the city with a big fancy mortgage and car and clothes and everything else that you got to buy to fit in. And just, walk away from it and go do your own thing. And so I think that getting land for free and getting away from all those bills is a very powerful thing. You can change your personal finances for the rest of your life and start saving for once, start putting money away, start buying other assets like land or whatever kind of assets that you believe in to start growing your capital and putting your money to work for you instead of always shipping it off to the banks and the insurance men and all the middlemen people that are always so happy and eager to take your money and the classic promoted traditional routes of living. So I think that's what you can do with land out north of the 40 in Arizona or lots of other places in the US, and go for it. Let's end with a couple pictures of the area. These aren't of the actual property, but these are the area. These are some of these kinds of hills you get in the area and some of the kind of bush that happens after the rains. And just wide open countryside. I mean, this is the kind of place I'd like to go ride the horses, walk the dog, and just enjoy some peace and quiet. I doubt there's planes flying over all the time, helicopters flying by, sirens in the background, neighbors' dogs barking, whatever kind of noise I'm always trying to get out of these videos. It would be a lot easier to record videos out there. And just because it's peace and quiet and it's yours, it'd be your place to go have fun and do what you want to do. And that's why I think you should buy a piece of land like this or this one. And I'll help you. All you have to do is go to my website and you know, click the buy it now button and run with it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com.